Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to plant tomato plants step by step, from start to finish, in a simple and practical way that you can apply at home. You've already seen a quick preview of what we're going to do in this video, but now we're going to go through the entire process in detail so you can understand not just how to plant tomatoes, but why each step matters. Right now, we're inside our greenhouse. As you can see, we already have different crops growing. Zucchinis, watermelons, and of course, the tomato plants that we're about to plant. This is important because tomatoes grow best in controlled environments where you can manage temperature, humidity, and watering more efficiently. If you're not using a greenhouse, don't worry, everything you'll see here can also be applied outdoors. Now, let's focus on the row we're about to plant. You can see that we already have some tomato rows planted, and for this new row, we've prepared all the canes that we're going to use as support. Before planting, planning is key. And one of the most important things when planting tomatoes is spacing. We've taken one cane and marked it every 45 centimeters. This is not random. Spacing tomato plants correctly helps improve airflow, reduces the risk of fungal diseases, and ensures each plant gets enough nutrients and sunlight. If plants are too close together, they compete for resources and can grow weaker. So this simple step can make a big difference in your final harvest. Now we place the first tomato plant. This first one is very important because it becomes our reference point for the rest of the row. From here, everything else becomes faster and more organized. Now we take the seedlings we're going to plant. As you can see, from a single tray we can separate multiple tomato plants. Here we take two. The smaller one, we set aside. Later I'll show you what we do with those smaller plants, and this is a trick that can save your entire crop. We always choose the strongest plants for the main row. Healthy roots, strong stems, those are the ones we want. Here, for example, we can get 3 plants from the same container. Now we start planting. We make the first hole. And before placing the plant, we add a good amount of water directly into the hole. This step is very important and often overlooked. Watering before planting helps create a moist environment deep in the soil, encouraging roots to grow downward instead of staying near the surface. This leads to stronger, more stable plants. Now we place the tomato plant into the hole. And we gently close the soil around it. Not too tight, not too loose. Just enough to support the plant. And there we have our first tomato plant. Now we take the marked cane and place it along the row. Every 45 centimeters, we mark where the next plant goes. Here's one. Here's another. And another one. As you can see, this method is very fast. You don't need to measure every time. You just follow the marks. This saves time and keeps everything aligned perfectly. Now from here, it's just repeating the process. We make a hole. Add water. Place the plant. Close the soil. And we keep going. Let me ask you something. Have you already planted your tomatoes this season? If you have, tell me in the comments how you do it. Maybe you use different spacing, maybe a different method. I'd like to see how you do it. Now, let me show you another method. Instead of using a marked cane, you can cut a tube to 45 centimeters and use it as a measuring tool. You place it on the ground, make a hole, then move it and repeat. You can also align the opposite row using the same measurement. This works well too. But in my opinion, the cane with marks is faster because it allows you to plan the entire row at once. Once everything is marked, planting becomes very efficient. Now we continue planting all the tomato plants. As you can see around us, we also have garlic, peppers, and other crops growing. This is a fully active greenhouse. Everything grows together, and managing space correctly is key. Now we keep going until the entire row is planted. Another way to do this is placing all the plants first and then closing the soil afterward. Some people prefer that method. Choose whatever feels more comfortable for you. The important thing is consistency. Now we're almost done planting. All the plants are in place. Now we move to the next step, support. Tomato plants grow vertically and can become heavy, especially when they start producing fruit. Without proper support, they can bend, break, or touch the ground, which increases the risk of disease. So support is not optional. Now, before placing all the supports, let me show you what we do with the smaller plants we saved earlier. We plant them together in a separate area. These act as backup plants. If later one of the main plants fails, maybe due to pests, damage, or poor growth, we can replace it with one of these. This is a simple trick, but very effective. Now let's install the canes. We place one cane on one side and another on the opposite side, crossing them at the top. This creates a stable structure. We repeat this across the entire row. One on one side. One on the other. Cross them. Now we add a horizontal cane across the top. This connects all the vertical supports. In our case, the row is long, so we use 2 canes and join them together. This adds extra strength. Now we start tying. At each crossing point, we wrap the rope twice and tie a knot. 2 turns per cane. Then a knot. We repeat this for every intersection. This ensures the structure stays firm. Take your time here. A strong structure now prevents problems later. Now for the ends of the row, we add diagonal supports. One leaning one way. The other leaning the opposite way. This prevents the entire structure from collapsing sideways. This step is very important, especially if your plants grow large. Now we tie everything from top to bottom. Make sure every connection is tight. As you can see, everything is now stable and ready. And that's it. All the tomato plants are planted, spaced correctly, watered properly, and fully supported. Now the only thing left is to let them grow. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be showing how these tomato plants grow over time, and you'll be able to see the full process from planting to harvest. And if you want, I can also show you pruning, watering schedules, and how to maximize production. Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.